Welcome to A Shot of Rock. I am your host, Alex, and I am here today to talk to you about a show that I went to. Yeah, I know, I went to a show. Be shocked. And that show was Hed P.E and Motograter at Spicoli's Barcade in Waterloo, Iowa on February 8th. I was lucky enough to get to talk to the guys from Motogater, so check out that interview. I'm totally not weird and awkward, so that's a thing.
I'm gonna take a bath, because I feel like it. At this show, we had 3 local bands, and they were 98 Greenwood, Path of Least Resistance, and Guilty of Treason. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright. And of course, we had Motograter and Hed P.E. So let me give you a quick rundown of the bands themselves. First up was 98 Greenwood, and they are from Waterloo, Iowa. It is made up of Chris, vocals and guitar, Andrew, drums, and Joshua, bass. And they are considered alternative pop punk. Now, Path of Least Resistance, I have talked about before, but yay, they're getting better, so that's always good. So we have Brian, bass, Evan, drums, Michael, guitar, Chris, guitar, and Tom, vocals. And they are also from Waterloo. They're heavy metal. After that, we have Guilty of Treason. That is made up of Alex, guitar and vocals, Brian, guitar, Emery, bass, Andrew, drums, and Alan on vocals. They are metal or metalcore, and they are from Cedar Falls. And after that, we have Motograter! Yay! Motograter is made up of James, vocals, Nuke, guitar and backing vocals, Mylon Guy, bass, Noah, aka Shark, drums, Dustin, aka Skunk, Motograter, and Jesse, guitar. Now, they have a new CD coming out. Date's not for sure yet, but they're really excited to get it out. And that is called Desolation, and it has a music video out for Parasite. And after that, we have Hed P.E. Yay! And that's made up of Jared, vocals, Trauma, drums, Curtis, bass, and Greg Zilla, guitar. They are now with Pavement Records. This was their stop on the Born to Ride tour. Basically, if you name a genre other than country, then more than likely they play something in it. Yeah. Punk, metal, rap, reggae, and rock. And they're from Huntington Beach, California. Hed P.E was also created sometime in '94. They've had different members come in and out, as a lot of bands do over the years. Record-wise, they have Hed P.E. 97, Broke 2000, Blackout 2003, Only in America 2004, Back to Base X 06, Insomnia 07, New World Orphans 09, Truth Rising in 2010, Evolution 2014, and Forever 2016. So that's the most recent release. You know, I guess I should explain their name, maybe? Should I do that? Sure. Hed P.E. Jared has said he thought of it one night, saying our consciousness is connected to the planet and the planet is evolving. The head is the symbol for the consciousness, and the P.E. either means planetary evolution or planet Earth. It kind of has gone back and forth between the two. Basically, I think they're kind of connected in a way. I'll be right back. Let's talk about the show. We start out with 98 Greenwood, which I got a couple pictures of them, which is good. For the band themselves, it's a much more mellow sound, which is cool because they're playing with Hed P.E. and Hed P.E. can do, and pretty much has done, everything, especially when it comes to music. 98 Greenwood, I kind of want to put them as more along the lines of stoner rock. It is very relaxed and calming. However, I didn't take pictures for more than 1.5, 2 songs. They really didn't move all that much. I'd like to see them move more. They have a good sound. It's just not as fun to watch. I don't really have much more to say about them. I just kind of relaxed and enjoyed the show. Fuck, that water's hot. So I'm just gonna stand in it for a little bit. Sounds like a plan. I would just like to have a stage show for the next time I see them. For them to be more visually appealing and for me to actually need to take a full 3 songs or a full set to photograph them. I like those bands. You get more fun pictures. Up next we have Path of Least Resistance. I still hate your name because it's weird for me to say. But you did so much better this time. You seemed more like one band than you did before. Because before, it just looked like people from multiple bands trying to do a show together. Their last show looked like a rehearsal. Their lead singer didn't have lyrics down. He didn't have all that stuff memorized. But this time, they moved more. He wasn't, at least from where I was sitting. Holy football's hot. It's hot. There we go. That took longer than it should. Path of Least Resistance definitely did a much better job. Their set was more put together and they interacted more with each other. It's not perfect yet, but they're still a very young band. They did a much better job though.
So that's great. You're getting better. Please keep doing it. However, it'd be great if we were actually able to understand what you were saying. During those parts, you can kind of tell that you aren't 100% comfortable on stage. It does take some time getting used to it. I think you guys could do it. Just keep trying, keep becoming better as a unit, because you guys 100 times better than the first time I saw them. So I think in time they could be really, really good. They just need to work on stuff like being a little bit more confident when talking in between songs. Try not to look down when you're singing. I know it's hard, but you can do it. I have faith in you. You can figure it out. You've gotten so much better than the last time I saw you where you were reading the lyrics off your phone. Next up was Guilty of Treason. This is the first time I saw them, also local boys. They were fun to watch. Their sound was good. They moved well. When they saw me taking pictures, they moved to get poses. That's fabulous. Always appreciated. I should eat more in every review to make me look more like a douchebag. Their singer was reading lyrics off a sheet of paper, but I believe he was recently added. It's more understandable, but hopefully he gets it down. I would like to see them again. I thought they did a great job. Also, they have things that they could work on. Yet again, the lead singer being a little uncomfortable while on stage in between songs. And if you are uncomfortable, just fake it and go with it. It's hard, but I'm awkward as sin, and I do it on a daily basis. I'm weird, just pretend for a nanosecond that I'm not weird. Okay, so let's talk about the main act. That is Motogater. Those guys are fabulous, and I'm really glad that I got to see them again where they could actually fit on stage. But these guys do an amazing job, absolutely fabulous. And they move so much, and they sound just absolutely fabulous. They built this little stand for James, and when you hit it right, it lights up from the bottom, which is really, really cool. At a place that had good lighting, I'm sure you could get some amazing pictures. I might be jaded. Absolutely just fantastic. I love seeing these guys. I'm so glad I got to see them with a longer set. They're all great guys, and they bring such good energy to the stage. It's hard to look away. I don't know why you would want to, but it's really hard to look away. I would like to see them on a stage where they had more room to move. Unfortunately, on this stage, it was still too small. They had a lot more room this time than they did the time before, but they still weren't able to pass each other. They had to stand and move in one place. I think with a bigger stage, it would be phenomenal. That was really weird. Yep. But one thing I want to ask, this is my random question for anyone doing interviews or reviews or anything. I just want to know why. Why do we ask about Ivan Moody? I made it a point during my interview to not ask them any questions about Ivan Moody, because every single interview mentioned him. I guess I'm breaking that now because I'm mentioning it. If you don't mention Zach Ward, who was the original lead singer for Motograter, or if you don't mention Michael, aka Angel, why mention Ivan Moody other than the fact that they were at their most popular during that time? But is it actually because he's Five Finger Death Punch now? Has a very large following through them? I mean, there are much more questions that you could ask James. Yeah, he's new, but he's been there since 2015. It's gonna be going on 3 years. 2015, 2016, now 2017. He's gonna be on the new full-length album. If it sounds anything like Parasite, that's gonna be one amazing fucking album. And as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna get it. You could ask him anything concerning other bands that he was with. What kind of... Wow, that sucks. Honestly, there are so many questions that you could ask James other than something about Ivan Moody. It doesn't need to be said. Yes, he used to be in the band. Yes, he's very popular with Five Finger Death Punch now. But that's the thing. He's been in Five Finger Death Punch almost 3 times as long as he was in Motograter. He is more likely known as Five Finger Death Punch. And that may piss people off that I said, but I don't care. The lineup is entirely different. You don't have people going up to other members and asking about their predecessors. And Five Finger Death Punch is great, don't get me wrong. Love Ivan Moody. The only times I've seen Motograter, James was the lead singer. James is Motograter, and always has been for me. So that's a thing. So I just wonder, interviewers, why not ask him different questions about his background, about something else? If he mentions Ivan Moody, leave it in, cut it out, it's up to you, but let him do it. Don't bring it up yourself. Every time I watched it, it was fucking insulting to him. He's great. He performs extremely well. Fuck it. ask him about the time he performed and had kidney stones and basically had to kneel down and hold his sides. Ask him something other than something about Ivan Moody. He said it in about every interview. He's not Ivan Moody. He is his own artist. So maybe start asking him different questions. Sorry, I went off on a rant about that. I didn't mean to. It's just, seriously, it's insulting and I could find no fucking information about him because nobody asked him any other questions other than something about fucking Ivan Moody, and it gets fucking annoying! I'm just saying. But the band's great! See them live! They're fabulous! They sound great! It's awesome. If you're not sure they're gonna be the same or as good because Ivan Moody's no longer in it, you obviously haven't seen them yet. So go check them out. It's fun. So let's talk about Hed P.E. I'm such a douchebag. Hed P.E. I have seen them now 4 times. 4. That's not 4. 4 times! That's how my brain's working right now. Being sick is awesome! I have seen them 4 times now, and none of the times have they disappointed. I think they're absolutely fabulous. They always put on a great show. Jared is Jared. He is always fucking insane, and I love it. If political stuff pisses you off, this show is a lot more tame on political things than it has been. I think Jared is very sensitive to the atmosphere. If he says something and he thinks things are gonna pop off, then he kind of avoids it. The last time I saw them in Waterloo, we all chanted "fuck Trump." He got the entire crowd chanting that, and it was really fun. Unless, you know, you're a Trump supporter, then that kind of pisses you off, and then you don't want to listen to them anymore. But Hed P.E. is very political, so that shouldn't be a problem. That should be something that you know is gonna happen anyway. My thing with Hed P.E. is that it's very funny, and he obviously loves the music. Trauma on the drums is fucking hilarious. He gives the best drummer face, which you don't see very often where it's good drummer face. I've seen like 3 people that had good drummer face. I enjoy it way more than I probably should. Honestly, they could be the happiest appearing band on stage. They kind of joke around with the audience. It probably doesn't hurt. Stuff was passed on stage. Yep, ignore my stuff. And if you've never seen them and you won't get a little butthurt if he says stuff about politics that you don't agree with, go see their set. It is so much fun. Even if you don't know the music, you're gonna be sitting there and you're gonna be dancing and you're just gonna feel it, and the energy is just so positive. I don't think there's anything negative to say about the show. You might have a negative experience if your political views are very passionate to you and they're different than Jared's, and Jared brings it up. There's a good chance that he is. I think he's downplaying it now because of the seriousness of the situation. I'd really like to talk to him about politics just to see where his mind's at. Even if you don't know any of their music, you're gonna have just a fabulous time going to their shows. I feel like I should get high just to, you know, never mind. I would never get high. It's fun, you're gonna groove. Even when he's talking in between songs, he'll sing and the band will just kind of pick up in between and just go with it. And they kind of talk off the mic every once in a while, so you're not sure what they're saying, but then they start playing a song that's on their set list at a different time or not on their set list at all, just because, you know, it feels right. And that's kind of how they go. I absolutely love it. It's fabulous. If you ever get a chance to see them, do it. Do it. Do it. Also, I feel the same way about Motogater. If you're into heavy music, you're gonna love their shit. We'll go with that. That's it for A Shot of Rock. I am your host, Alex. This has been my review of the Born to Ride Motograter and Hed P.E. show at Spicoli's Barcade in Waterloo on February 8th. So make sure to check them out. And if you're from Iowa, check out our local boys and 98 Greenwood, Path of Least Resistance, and Guilty of Treason. And we'll see you at the rock show.